Jungkook enters the elite circle of South Korea's wealthiest young shareholders. Hello Army. When history does not ask for attention. Today, no one is shouting. Not because there is no reason to raise a voice, but because the reason is far too great to be diminished by noise. There are moments in history that do not arrive with explosions. They arrive with silence. And that silence is not empty. It is full of meaning, full of awareness, full of quiet respect. Today is one of those moments. Today, a name we have known for years from the stage is now recorded in a completely different world. Not the world of spotlights, not the world of applause, but the world of ownership. That name is Jungkook. Two worlds, one man. For a long time, we have seen Jungkook in only one world. A bright world, a loud world, a world that moves fast. But there has always been another world, running parallel. A quiet world, a world of numbers, a world of long-term decisions. And only a few people are capable of living in both worlds at once. Even fewer are capable of mastering them. A young man under global pressure. Jungkook did not grow up with the luxury of endless choices. He grew up with schedules, with targets, with expectations. From a very young age, he learned one crucial truth. Time is an asset. Most people learn this after failure. Jungkook learned it from the beginning. While others were tempted, he held back. In the entertainment industry, money arrives quickly, and fast money is the most dangerous test. Many people fall, not because they lack money, but because they have too much, without control. Yet Jungkook was never seen as a slave to luxury. He enjoyed the results of his work, but he never drowned in them. That difference is everything. The mindset of an owner, not a worker. There are two ways to see the world: as a worker or as an owner. A worker asks, how much do I earn? An owner asks, where will this grow? And Jungkook clearly chose the second way of thinking. Investment as honesty with oneself. To invest is to acknowledge a hard truth that today will not last forever. That popularity is not a guarantee of permanence. That the stage will one day grow quiet. And only those who are honest about this reality can endure. Jungkook was honest from early on. When the fact was revealed, when the public finally learned that Jungkook had entered the ranks of South Korea's wealthiest shareholders under the age of 30, the world did not erupt. Instead, it went silent, because this fact shattered many assumptions. Why this achievement is so rare? Because reaching this point requires extreme patience, discipline without cameras, the ability to delay gratification, the courage to think differently, a mind untouched by praise. And that combination is extraordinarily rare. Wealth that cannot be seen. There is a kind of wealth that never appears on balance sheets. A form of prosperity that cannot be photographed, cannot be leaked, cannot be exaggerated by headlines. Jungkook's wealth belongs to that category, because his true riches were never limited to currency. They are measured in control. Control over his own time. Control over when to speak. And when silence speaks louder. They are measured in choice. The freedom to accept projects. Not because of obligation, but because of alignment. They are measured in distance. Distance from relentless industry pressure. Distance from the panic that consumes so many careers. Once the spotlight flickers. And above all, they are measured in stability. A future that is not fragile. A life that does not collapse. When applause pauses, these are the assets that do not fluctuate. And they are worth more than any number ever could be. The impact on a generation. Jungkook never stood on a podium to deliver a speech. He never released manifestos. He never preached success. Yet somehow, an entire generation listened. Without slogans. Without motivational quotes. Without forced inspiration. Through his actions alone, he delivered a message more powerful than words. That success does not need to be loud. That maturity is not something earned only through age. That thinking long term does not kill dreams. It protects them. This message traveled quietly. From screen to screen. From heart to heart. Reaching millions. Without a single word spoken. When ARMY chooses silence. Today, ARMY does not scream. Because what they feel is not euphoria. It is not shock. It is not disbelief. It is something deeper. It is quiet pride. A pride that settles slowly. A pride that does not need validation. A pride that feels complete. Pride that their idol does not merely shine brightly, but stands firmly. Standing. Without rushing. Without proving. Without pleading to be seen. Just standing. An idol who refused to become fragile. History shows us a pattern. Many idols are consumed by the very system that once elevated them. They burn too fast. They bend too often. They depend too heavily on attention to survive. Jungkook saw that fate, and he refused it. He did not rebel loudly. He did not fight the system with anger. He did not declare war on the industry that shaped him. Instead, he prepared. While others chased trends, he built foundation. While others feared irrelevance, he planned continuity. While others reacted emotionally, he moved strategically. And that choice changed everything. A future without panic. When trends change. When algorithms shift. When generations redefine taste. Jungkook will not panic. Because his life was never constructed on attention alone. It was built on structure, on skills that evolve, on identity that remains, on choices that protect longevity. When the world looks elsewhere, he will still be standing, not searching for relevance, but ready when relevance returns. A new definition of success. Success is not about who dominates the headlines. It is not about who trends the longest. It is not about who is seen the most. True success belongs to those who remain standing when no one is watching. Those who endure without noise. Those who last without desperation. And today, Jungkook has proven he belongs to the latter. A history that will continue to echo. Today, we do not cheer. Because cheers are temporary. They rise and they fade. But respect remains. A new history has been written. Not in volume, but in vision. Not in chaos, but in maturity. Not in spectacle, but in silence. And that name will continue to be spoken. Not only on music stages, not only in fan chants, but in conversations. About longevity, about intelligence, about the future of success itself. That name is Jungkook.